Doesn't this scene look familiar? Well, I'm back again, and it's 3:44. So after I got this upload, I said I'm gonna make another video, and I'm watching a movie called My Fellow Americans. It's a political comedy. It's pretty good, actually. Has Wilford Brimley and Dan Aykroyd in it, so you'd expect it to be good. And although Wilford Brimley's kind of never mind, but so I figured I might as well make this video because, uh, you know, whenever do I have free time? So I went to Kenya about 2 weeks ago. No, it was like a month ago, but I got back 2 weeks ago. And when I say that, most people are like, "Oh, did you go with your church or mission trip?" Well, you can tell by my YouTube account that no, I didn't go with my church. That'd be awkward. But I went with an organization that I'm part of called Can You Help Us? And it's an Indiana-based organization. We send kids or students in a rural area called Chulambo, Kenya. And so, so yeah, and I this year I was put in charge, my sister and I were put in charge of the major fundraising event called the Kenya Carnival. Takes place in Labor Day weekend, Second Presbyterian Church at, yeah, well, all day really. And we are part of an interfaith organization called, or a bigger organization called the Global Interfaith Partnership. We're based within the Umoja Project, and we are our own organization within there. So I went to Kenya, and it was really cool. And most people are like, "Oh, everybody's there is in mud huts." Nairobi was way cooler than Indianapolis, and also more advanced. Just their whole systems. Did you know that they have a way where they can send each other money using cell phones? Yeah, there's not a lot of ATMs, but they have M-Pesa stores, even like out in the middle of nowhere, where M-Pesa is a way to transfer money from phone to phone. So that's how they pay people over long distances. It works perfectly because there's a lot of tour companies. Like we took Creek Tours, which if you ever go to Kenya, take them. The guides are great. You get to drive in cool vans, and if you're going on a safari, you don't need to buy another safari car because the vans, their tops lift up and you can stick your head out. And it's even better than one of those regular safari cars, more visibility. So, Creek Tours, Lake Nakuru. Just remember that. Nakuru. I think. Yeah, Nakuru, not Navashu. So yeah, it was really fun, and everyone there, no matter if they actually do live in a mud home, they still have cell phones. We were in this meeting with some guardians who were the guardians of some of the students we sent, and in the middle, these guys could not speak English. There's one guy who spoke fluent English because back when they went to school, they didn't teach them English. And then in the middle of it, some guy's BlackBerry or iPhone comes out. He pulls it out. It wasn't one of those cheap cell phones that I have. No, it's one of those smartphones. She pulls out a smartphone and starts talking on it, pulls away, and we're like, "You farm for a living. You live in a mud home. Your dog looks like it's starving to death. And you have a smartphone?" But everyone there has a phone. I mean, seriously. And also, people think it's like, people think everyone dresses in rags. No. I mean, I couldn't believe this. When I came back, what people in America's reactions were. They're very ignorant. I mean, oh, and also, of all the places we went, the only area we went to that was actual plain land, which you think, oh, Kenya, like the Lion King. That's only the southern part, the very southern part. Masai Mara, where we went to, was like that. But no, it's a lot like India, the northern part. It's very mountainous, extremely lush, like green everywhere, and very nice shades of it too. Lots of tea, and lots of mountains. So it's nothing like the Lion King, really. So it was really fun. Not a lot of wild animals other than at Masai Mara, and that's a safari place, so you expect there to be animals. And the places we stayed at Methodist Guest House in Nairobi, and that was really nice. That's a really nice facility. If you ever go over there, I'd recommend it if you can get an appointment. And then in Kisumu, which is where we stayed at, because Kisumu is very close to Chilembo, and we stayed at St. Anne's Guest House, armed guards, okay facility, and what's cool is that you could take a shower while you go into the bathroom because the shower head was just between the sink and toilet. It was just there. So you kind of had to shelter your toilet paper when you took a shower, and there was never any warm water. But that's all right. That's all right. I mean, come on. You knew that was gonna happen. Then we went to Masai Mara. It was called Mara Leisure was the place we stayed at. They were like houses, except without walls. They had tents because they kept the mosquitoes in. I'm serious. They had real nice beds. They had they had plumbing, which was nice. Well, all the places we stayed have plumbing, but this is nicer plumbing. Hot water whenever you wanted it. Although actually it wasn't whenever you wanted it, because the electricity was only on from like certain hours of the day, and it was most of the day. Not a lot of the night. It shut off at 10:30, and after that you couldn't access it. But they had matches and candles that you could use, which was, just as good. So yeah, and we actually took some of the students from Chulaimbo with us. And I to name the three guys who went with us, there was a Willis who always smiled, even though he doesn't have a lot to smile about over there. But we gave him an education, and we're feeding him, and he's the person who really shows the potential of what we can do over there. The food programs that we do, that the Guardians that I was talking about earlier, actually, they farm for that food program. We pay them to do that. And it's a lunch program. Give the people the necessary lamp oil for studying at night, and, necessary food sometimes for the more children. So Willis always smiled. He came up to me, greeted me with a full smile first day when we met all the students. Hello, I'm Willis. First guy said that I had to ask all the names, and then they'd be like, my name's Felix, and Isaac. They all looked very depressed. And then Moses, who was also one of the people who went with us, I remember him from the first time we met all the students because he was very talkative and very religious. His name's Moses. And then also Victor. Victor was an avid math student. He wanted to go to a medical university called Moy University, which we have close ties to. And my friends, the Matthews, actually I've known them for as long as they've been in America, which is quite a while, like 7 years maybe. And so, 9. But anyway, so he wants to go to Moy University, which is in Eldoret, my favorite city, because the climate and the altitude is just so that you can wear, pants or shorts, and it doesn't matter because you would feel comfortable in either short sleeve, long sleeve. It's fine, and it's great climate, and that's actually the place where all the good Kenyan runners come from, is Eldoret, and it's mountainous. It's just like Chulaimbo. Well, not just like Chulaimbo, but very similar to Chulaimbo. So no, they don't go across the plains running. On that one Subway commercial, that's not a good interpretation because they're from the tribe called Kalejins, and the Kalejins. I don't want to get into the political unrest that happened a while ago, but they were involved. And the Kalejins are very good at running. So I actually went with a Kenyan runner. His name's Ken. Yes, we met 2 Kens in Kenya. Isn't that awesome? So I ran with Ken, and I managed to put him out of breath on a second run. But I was dead. I was like, no more. 9 miles in 54 minutes. Insane. And this is high altitude, too. I couldn't believe it. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool. Our drivers knew everything about everything. Dan, Ken, the second Ken, and Gideon, Patrick. Patrick was really fun. Yeah. So it was really cool. And also, the music really gets over there. A lot of our culture seeps into them. And a lot of their culture seeps into us. We're very similar. Some people don't realize that. Follow-up videos coming next. Stick around. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for when it becomes, I'm just procrastinating now. What else is new? So, bye. Follow-up video coming soon.